Good morning. Most said it was Friday. It is not Friday. I keep thinking it's Friday because tomorrow, if you're Catholic or you know anything about Catholicism, tomorrow is Good Friday, and I got to go to Stations of the Cross, so I'm cleaning my house today. Look at this. They're blocking my driveway, and I need to go somewhere before I start cleaning. So I'm about to have to go out there and be like, move your truck. I don't know. They're having stuff delivered. But I feel like if they're delivering stuff from like Sears and GE, shouldn't it be coming in like a official truck, not somebody's truck with a trailer on the back? I'm so nosy. Did you guys ever watch it Bewitched when you were little, or I don't know, for some of my older subscribers, just like when you were an adult? I have all kinds of age ranges, so I'm sure some of you guys have seen Bewitched. What is the name of that nosy neighbor, Miss Kravitz, something like that? That's what I feel like today. I'm like, what are they having? They're having a refrigerator. What is that? New front loading washer? Yeah, I'm so nosy. But honestly, I can't leave my house right now. I'm kind of peeved. And I don't see anyone in the truck, so that means I gotta walk over to my neighbor's house and look even more nosy to be like, I don't know who's delivering stuff, but can they move their shit? Like, honestly, I couldn't even get out of like half my driveway right now if I wanted to. And it's driving them crazy. They're so nosy. They've been like barking like, Mom! 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 Like, if their barks meant things, then the bark they've been doing has been, Mom! Someone's out there! Someone's out there! Alright. I guess I'm going to go out there and be like, can you move your shit? Alright. Guys, my first little blueberries are growing. How cool is that? That's my lemon tree. Nothing from there yet. Anyway, so I got home from running my errands. I went in the backyard and I saw blueberries growing. But I think actually those have already started growing, so I'm going to let them turn blue and pick them. And then I'm going to stop letting it flower because actually I think it needs to grow more into a full bush, like more foliage, before you let it start growing blueberries. You're supposed to pick the flowers you see, and I just haven't been outside picking the flowers, so it started growing blueberries. So I'm gonna let those mature, but the rest of the flowers I'm gonna pick off because the plant needs to keep focusing on growing and making more foliage and stuff, and if it's making blueberries it can't do that. So yeah, we're gonna have about 5 blueberries and then the rest no more. I'm gonna cut it off. So what had happened next door, I was like, okay, I pull my car out because I heard voices out there. I'm like, oh, I'll pull my car out now and they'll see that I can't pull out and they'll back their truck up a little bit. So, I mean, he was like blocking my driveway more than halfway. And I parked my car in the center of the driveway because we have Justin's wood shop in there and we have my gym. And the reason we don't just use it for both our cars is his truck does not fit in there. So we use extra space for wood shop and a home gym. So anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying, but oh yeah, so I have to pull out center and I usually have to come in very centered. And I couldn't, and the thing is, like, this guy had attitude, and I think he was mad because he's like, oh, I only covered half your driveway. Like, you should be grateful I only covered half your driveway. You legally aren't supposed to be covering any of my driveway. It's my driveway. It doesn't matter how I want to come in and go out of it. It's my driveway. You're not supposed to be blocking it. It's my property. So anyway, I was very nice because nobody was out there. I went next door and I rang the doorbell and then just walking, even though the door was wide open. I was like, being all Miss Kravitz looking in, being nosy. Oh my gosh, I wonder if Bewitched is on Netflix or Hulu. I'm sorry. I just thought that I would really love to watch some Bewitched. I loved that show. Anyway, so I just stood there, waited for my neighbor to come in the door. He's like, oh, hey. And I'm like, hey, your workers, the delivery men are blocking my driveway. I can't get out. I don't mind if they block it a little bit. I just need them to back up a little bit so that I can get out is all. So he's like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, it's fine. It's no big deal. I usually honestly wouldn't have even said anything, but I need to leave. I need to leave now before it starts storming because it's going to rain today. I don't like driving in the rain. I've been in 3 accidents, I think, in the 4, if you count one in high school, in like the rain or the drizzle. And every time I was rear-ended, and it wasn't ever my fault. Knock on wood, but I've never been in an accident. I am so superstitious, I have to knock on wood, but I've never been in an accident that was my fault. I've always been like hit from behind. And the stupid thing is I've always been hit from behind at like a red light when the light's red. And it's like not even like I slammed on the brakes or did something to cause somebody to hit me. It's ridiculous. So it's always in the rain. So I just prefer not to drive in the rain. So I'm like, I'm going to go do my errands now. But the guy's blocking my driveway. So I was very polite. He's like, okay, I'll tell him to move. Well, the guy comes out, and I'm thinking he's going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, which I'm not expecting an apology. I just think I'm thinking he's going to acknowledge it. But he comes out, he won't even look at me. He slams the tail of the gate of the trailer shut and starts mumbling stuff. And I'm pretty sure he was talking about me and something about half the driveway. And he gets in his truck, like all pissed off. He slams his door. He hasn't even closed the side door of the trailer. And he like backs the car up really fast. And my heart like stopped because my other neighbor's car on the other side, she parks in the street, or whoever lives there parks in the street. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to back into their car. He like backs it up really fast, slams on the brake, throws it in park. Like you can hear the like freaking transmission and engine, whatever on that car, like when he like slams on the brake and puts it in park like too soon. And I'm like, oh my gosh, really? Okay, so you're mad you blocked my driveway. I just asked you to back it up a little bit. Okay, all right, well, alrighty then. But he completely unblocked all my driveway. I don't know. I was just like, if you're going to block someone's driveway and they come very politely ask you just to back it up a little bit, they don't mind if you block it a little bit, but you can't block it that much. You would think that they wouldn't be so rude. Like my neighbor, he was perfectly fine. Like he was very nice. He's always they're very, very, very polite people. So I can't even, okay, so that happened. That was interesting. I don't understand, people. I'm sorry you're having a bad day, but I need to leave my house. And honestly, like, if it wasn't going to rain, I probably just would have waited for them to leave because I'm that type of person. Like, you know, it's not a big deal, but I'm not fixing to do something that makes me uncomfortable because you need to block my driveway because it's easier for you to get, like, do your job, I guess. I don't know. Ugh. So now I'm going to clean today. Like I said earlier, tomorrow is Good Friday, and I will probably fast most of the day. I'll eat at dinner time and stuff. I'm just explaining this is why I'm not cleaning. And I will be going to Stations of the Cross. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a thing you go to at church where you go through the stations and the parts of the Bible where the crucifixion and all that stuff. It's a lot of standing and kneeling and standing and kneeling and standing and kneeling. My knees are already like shaking in They actually have it every Friday at my church, but I go to church on Wednesdays. So I don't know. I always go Good Friday because I feel like that's obligation day kind of. But I don't know. I don't go every Friday during Lent because it's like I just went to church on Wednesdays. And when I don't go to church on Wednesdays, we go on Sundays because I don't ever want, like sometimes we go on Sundays, I don't have to go on Wednesdays, but I don't ever want to like force Justin to go. Not that it's forcing him. He doesn't mind. It's just I know like on the weekend he doesn't like getting up early and going to mass. So today's vlog's going to be long. Well, not really because I'm not going to film when I'm cleaning. So I'm just going to do my day and clean and I'll see you guys later. But that is why I'm cleaning today because you guys know I usually clean Fridays. But tomorrow is going to be a day with not eating and standing and kneeling and standing and kneeling. So I just already know I need to do the cleaning today. So I'll see you guys in a bit. This room is the only room that has good light left because the sun's going down. So my doctor called and in a sense I was right. Because when I went to that clinic and to my doctor, I asked them to please check both my B12 and D3. The other lady wouldn't. like we talked about? She was like, no. I really thought it was my B12, but I asked him to check my vitamin D levels too. And then my doctor with the vitamin D, he was like, that's actually really rare. You go out in the sun, right? I'm like, yeah, I do, but I want you to check it. But yeah, I don't know, like I probably spend more time in the sun than Justin. I take the dogs out. I'm outside with them all the time. But I think because there's certain parts of my body that won't tan or change colors at all or even burn, I think I'm just not absorbing it right. Anyway, so he was like, well, that's kind of rare and it's expensive to write the test, or it's expensive to run the test because your insurance is not going to cover it. And I was like, run the test. And guess what, guys? I am completely deficient in vitamin D, to the point where he was like, you need to start something today. So we're starting with 1,000 units of 1,000 to 1,200 units of vitamin D every single day. And then in 4 months, they'll recheck my vitamin D levels. So it wasn't my B. He said those were a little low, but like just bump up my B vitamins that I take orally. He said just bump those up and then we'll recheck it when we check the D. But I was right. It was a vitamin issue. Like something was out of whack. He thinks it might be the metformin because he says people's enzymes can go up and down throughout the day. So I'm rechecking that next Saturday. And then I talked to you guys about my blood disorder. My cell count was high, so he's going to retest that next Saturday too and send it to my hematologist. But for the most part, I am deficient in a vitamin. It's the vitamin D. I was thinking it was more B, but I thought like it could be D too, but that's why I asked for both tests, and I was right. So I kind of want to go back into that clinic and be like, I was right. So yeah, so I took 1,200 units of vitamin D3 today. Alright guys, so my vlog was pretty long today. I talked a lot, so I'll just see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Amber and Ralph and Justin say bye. Right?
Yes. Bye.
Ralph just doesn't give a shit. He's tired. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Bye!